What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody's doing well out there on this Hump Day Wednesday. I'm doing real good myself. I decided to put together and compile, a few stories, of Becky's, Megan's, Amy's, Karen's, whatever you want to call these disgusting lying bitches. You know what I mean? That's plaguing our American cities, and states all over the place. Just wreaking havoc. You know what I mean? Lying from anything from lying on black men, murder. You understand? Poisoning food, even spitting on people. You understand? This is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And in most cases, well, no, in most countries, other countries, when you get reprobates like this, that's behaving badly, in public or what have you. You know what I mean? And doing all the things that these low life whores is doing. A lot of them are even put to death. A lot of them tongues would be cut out for even lying on other people and what have you. But in this case, you know what I mean. This trick right here, she takes a cake. Okay. It says here, Louisiana teacher sued for feeding students cupcakes filled with husband semen, sharing sexually explicit photos. Okay. Now she's a teacher and she's poisoning her students with sperm mixed in cupcakes. You understand? See, this is the reason why, I don't eat other people's cooking, that I don't know, and work, bringing in food, potlucks and all of that kind of shit or what have you. And as for your children that happens to be in these public schools, I would advise you to tell them not to eat the teachers, cooking. Better yet, not to eat anybody's cooking that they don't, they're not sure about. They don't know. Okay. To get in this story right here, it says the couple Dennis and Cynthia Perkins was already facing a number of charges, including child rape, production of child porn, sexual abuse of an animal. Listen to this shit, among others, prior to the new lawsuit. Okay. And here are the disgusting low-life reprobates you see right before you. You see, why are the schools? The schools should be. If I was a parent, I'd sue the schools too for this. Because look at the people that they hire. This low-life tramp whore. Disgusting. Okay, to continue, it says here a former Louisiana sheriff's deputy and his teacher. And he's a sheriff's deputy, mind you. Okay, supposed to be, and she's a teacher, pillars of the community. But look what they're doing. Okay, teacher's wife are being sued for allegedly serving school children cupcakes contaminated with bodily fluids. The couple was already facing a number of charges, including child rape, production of child porn, sexual abuse of an animal, bestiality, among others prior to the lawsuit. Well, prior to the new lawsuit. Dennis Perkins, 44, and his wife Cynthia Perkins, 35, are facing a civil complaint for, the fourth time since November 2019, which accuses them of feeding baked goods tainted with the man's semen to the woman's class at Westside Junior High School on two separate occasions in 2018 and 2019. Where do you see what I'm talking about? People like this, if you can call them, they're more like subhumans. Why would you get that kind of idea to taint cupcakes with any kind of bodily fluids and then feed them to somebody? See shit like this in other countries will get your ass put to death, and you should get that here. Now to continue, the latest lawsuit also claims Cynthia showed a female student sexually explicit images, as reported by the advocate. All four civil lawsuits brought against the couple since last fall cite criminal counts of mingling harmful substances. One of the complaints reportedly alleges that the father of a student who consumed the contaminated cupcakes has gone into depression and has not been able to secure gainful employment since the incident. Meanwhile, another student and parent have been afflicted by mental health, sleep issues, and behavioral problems since the cupcake incident. Well, you know what? I will do my best to take all that shit out on her physically. I'm gonna tell you that. See, this is what they need. See, these lowlifes, they do not fear consequences. This is the reason why they do the shit that they do. You know. To continue, the most recent lawsuit filed in Livingston Parish on Monday alleges that Cynthia showed a student inappropriate images before photographing a videotape. Yeah, the minor. Yeah, photographing and videotape the minor. All right. That said, all the lawsuits accuses the Livingston Parish School Board of negligence. Previously, the school board's attorney has asserted that the district denies any wrongdoing on their part and deems the allegations defamatory and libelous. All right. Well, no, you hired them. You was wrong because y'all should do better jobs at vetting these people before you hire them. Okay. Authorities received a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children back in October, after which they found found a photo of the pair naked with a minor and subsequently arrested the couple. Following the arrest, Dennis was fired from the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office and subsequently indicted on 78 felony counts. Meanwhile, his wife resigned from teaching job the day she was arrested before being slapped with 72 felony counts in the indictment, reports Daily Mail. And see, look what you got. You got criminals with badges, sheriffs and shit like that. You know what I mean? See, this is what I'm talking about. The only way a lot of this police brutality and all these things that happen is going to stop is the people's got to do it, not the system. And it's only one way that can. The people has to do it. Is only one way for the people to do it. See, and the system don't want that, but that's a sacrifice. You know. Basically. According to the report, the horror couple is charged with producing child porn, rape, attempted rape, sexual battery, obscenity, as well as video voyeurism. Dennis is also charged with sexually abusing an animal. Well, we can leave it to our imagination what that nasty bastard was doing with that. Moreover, the couple is also accused of mixing harmful substances in food or drink to initially harm someone. Parents told police they heard Cynthia may have allegedly brought in the tainted cupcakes to school. Authorities told them at the time they were trying to determine how many students may have eaten the baked goods. Just think about the kids who ate that shit and they ain't saying nothing. They ain't saying they ate it out of shame. You know, they could kill these people, man. In conclusion, it says Dennis, meanwhile, was head of the SWAT team at the sheriff's office where he had been working since 2002. According to authorities, he threw his cell phone off a bridge shortly before getting arrested in an attempt to destroy incriminating evidence. It's a sad day for us, for all law enforcement officers. When you arrest one of your own, Sheriff Jason Ard, said in a statement following Dennis' arrest, "I do not condone these alleged acts. I am disappointed. I have always considered Denny a friend and a family member." All right. Cynthia and Dennis Perkins are currently being held without bond. A trial date is yet to be announced. Well, you know, a trial date, y'all better get that shit under control. These low life, look at this shit, man. Disgusting, you know? But it's up to the parents, up to the people to make some changes in this country. Now to the next story. Check this out. Shout out to the sister queen, I know who I am, for hipping me to this particular story right here. Disgusting, you know what I mean? And this woman deserves nothing but death. She needs to be put to death. You understand? Lie, you know, number one. Let's get into this story right here. Florida woman who lied that black man kidnapped son admits to drowning him Miami cops say. All right. She did it. But you understand, what was that? Susan Smith said the same shit back in the day. You know, she drowned her kids and shit and then turned around and lied and said that what, two black men did it. That shit tired. That shit is tired. Here's your low life reprobate monsters here in this country. You understand what I mean? Everything, they always somewhere doing wrong shit and then pointing the fingers at black men, you know what I mean, to take up the slack for it and lie and say black men did it. See, we gotta change this shit. See? Now to get into this story, now this is an ugly whore who did this shit, right? To get into the story, he says, in a shocking twist to an allegedly tragic story. Excuse me, let me start that over again. I don't know what I'm thinking. In a shocking twist to an already tragic story, a Miami woman has been arrested for the drowning death of her son after originally telling authorities two black men kidnapped him. Okay, Patricia Ripley, a resident of Miami's West Kendall community, was taken into custody for the murder of Alejandro Ripley, a 9-year-old with severe autism. Okay, and what y'all bet? How he got autism? I bet you money she was drugging and doing all kinds of shit while she was carrying him. You see what I mean? But a lot of them, they won't say that. You know, probably drinking, taking all kinds of fucking drugs and every damn thing. And then when the kid come out messed up, you want to kill him. Well, they need to put your ugly ass to death. Now to continue here, it says Ripley, 47, initially told Miami-Dade Police Department last Thursday that two black men came to her home and held. This story just jumped. Okay, two black men. What is that? Man, I hate when these stories do that. All right. Just a minute, people. Let me find this. Yeah, came to her home and held her at knife point in a robbery, claiming that they took the boy and her phone. Okay. An Amber Alert went out for Alejandro, and his body was found the following day in a pond at. This retarded ass thing did it again. Just a minute, people. It jumped on me again. Okay, let me read it again. An Amber Alert had what went out for Alejandro, and his body was found the following day in a pond at the Mescogee Golf and Country Club. According to the Miami Herald, Miami-Dade investigators became suspicious of Ripley as several inconsistencies came up in her several accounts of the alleged kidnapping. According to the police report, video surveillance footage showed Ripley pushing her son into the canal. Okay, and then the ugly bitch turned around and lied on two black men. Police confronted her after seeing the footage and getting accounts from witnesses that she was seen at the canal. The authorities state that after questioning, she admitted that she lied. Well, she lied. And it says led. Well, okay, well, that's what it is. She admitted that she led the victim to the canal where he drowned. She states he's going to be in a better place. You wouldn't be. You're not. Okay. In conclusion here, it says here, it won't be the first time black men are conveniently used as props and falsely blamed for a crime. And unfortunately, probably won't be the last. The incident is eerily reminiscent, of the 1994 Susan Smith case, where the white South Carolinian drove her two children into a lake, but accused a black man of the crime via a carjacking. All right. Well, Susan Smith, you believe it or not, this ugly whore is still around, and she's claiming that she's not the monster, but yes, she is. And that says a lot for this country when you let ugly bitches like this go on and kill their children and then turn around and lie on a black man. All right. Bitch need the tongue cut out, number one, and then put to death. You know what I'm saying? See. Now, to get to the next story, a lot of you might be already familiar with it. Hang on, let me show you something. Now, this particular story right here happens to be an Amy. You know, and what Amy is doing is what reprobate, low-life, pigskin scum do. Lie on black men. You understand? In this particular situation, you know, what she did was, it says here, you know, investigation launched into Central Park incident involving white woman and black man, okay? To get into this story right here, the New York City's Commission of Human Rights launched an investigation Wednesday into the incident involving a woman who called police after encountering a black man while walking her dog in Central Park. The commission sent a letter to the woman, Amy Cooper, requesting her cooperation. Okay? At a time when devastating impacts of racism in black communities have been made so painfully clear, from racial disparities in COVID-19 outcomes to harassment of essential workers on the front lines, it is appalling to see these type of ugly threats directed at one New Yorker by another, said Sapana V. Ra, Deputy Commissioner of the Law Enforcement Bureau at the New York City Commission on Human Rights. Efforts to intimidate black people by threatening to call law enforcement draw on a long, violent, and painful history, and they are unacceptable. The commission said it learned of the incident from the video recorded by Christian Cooper, an African-American man, African-American bird watcher, that's what he is, who asked Amy, who is white, to put a dog on her leash, okay? To put a leash on her dog, excuse me. She responded by threatening to call the police, all right? I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life. She is heard on video saying, the commission has the authority to fine violators of the law and can award compensatory damages to victims, including emotional distress damages and other benefits. It can also order training on the New York City human rights law, changes to policies, and develop restorative justice and relief, such as community service and mediated apologies, in lieu of an addition to fines and monetary relief. Yeah. Well, you know, it said that this ugly trick lost her job, and she came up with a fake apology for doing this. I'm gonna show y'all the video after we finish this. But in conclusion, it says here, Cooper has been fired, from her job at the investment firm Franklin Templeton. The Central Park Civic Association has called for her to be banned from the park. Good. The Central Park Civic Associations condemns this behavior and is calling on Mayor de Blasio to impose a lifetime ban on this lady for her deliberate racism, misleading of the law enforcement, and violating behavioral guidelines set so that all can enjoy our city's most famous park, Associated President Michael Fisher said. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if they really mean all this, she should be brung up on charges and locked up for false reporting, okay? Let me show y'all this video. See, they think they got so much control they can do and say as they please, even when it just comes out and just all out lying. Look at this shit.
Please stop. Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to me.
I'm taking pictures, calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm gonna tell them there's an African American man threatening my
Look how
life.
she holding
Please
the
tell
dog.
them whatever you like.
She's strangling the dog. Look.
Excuse me?
Monkey ear bitch.
I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there's a man, African American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man, I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my
Dog tied her ass.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble.
Look at the theatrics. Look.
I'm in Central Park in the ramble. I don't know.
Thank you.
Now y'all see that shit? Now she's so damn stupid. This man is recording her lies. He's got a video to prove that she's telling a fucking lie. You see what I mean? From start to finish. And the dumb bitch still went and lied. You see what I mean? She deserves to have her tongue cut out and locked up. You know what I mean? And pay restitution to this man, you know, for something that could have led to his life being taken. You see what I mean? Or at least put in jail, beaten, whatever. You see? See, this is kind of shit that's got to change in this society. And that's just all there is to it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this story right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is James. And people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.